Hi, welcome back to my channel. In this episode, I'm going to show you how you can use your humble kit lens to produce images which are sharp, and you can use the same for your professional purposes as well. So without wasting much time, let's hop into the action and see how you can do that. This is a kit lens. The very first lens that you use when you start your photography journey. But as soon as you start going into more serious genres of photography and start to think professionally, you tend to lose interest in this humble kit lens and end up not using it anymore. But all of us are not fortunate enough to buy most expensive gears that are available in the market, especially when it comes to lenses. So what if I say that you can use this basic kit lens to produce images which is sharp and which you can use for your professional purposes as well? Let's take a look at this image here. This image I have taken with a prime lens, which is much more expensive than a basic kit lens, and you can see it's pretty damn sharp, and the colors are very nice as well. It gives a nice feel to the entire image. So can you take an image with your kit lens which will be equally sharp? Well, obviously you can. For every lens that you have, specifically every kit lens that you are using right now, has got a range of maximum aperture to minimum aperture. The maximum aperture being 3.5 and the minimum aperture being up to 22. So for example, if your lens has got the maximum aperture of 3.5, so you have to count 2 stops or 3 stops higher to get the desired aperture. So how do you calculate stops? Well, I'll not go into many technicalities here. I will just explain you the basic things that you need to understand to get the sharpest out of your kit lens. So to explain you better how to calculate the f-stop, I have my kit lens attached to my camera, and as you can see, the aperture here is 3.5, which is generally the maximum aperture for most of the kit lenses that we have. So you have to calculate 2 stops by clicking onto this aperture wheel. Always remember, 1 click or 1 turn on this aperture wheel is equivalent to 1/3 of a stop. So if you are trying to increase the aperture by 2 stops, you have to rotate it 6 times. So 3.5 is the maximum, rotate 6 times, 7.1. And if you want to increase the aperture by 3 stops, another 3 times. That is 9 times, which would be aperture 10. So for a lens which is an aperture maximum of 3.5, the sharpest apertures would be 7.1 approximately and 10. And you try shooting your photos with that aperture in mind and you can see the results. So if you are more of a beginner photographer, you can try shooting in the AV mode or the aperture priority mode and try using the apertures 7.1 and 10 to get the maximum out of your kit lens. And if you are a more experienced photographer, you will know what to do. There is one more thing that I would like to add on this. Since you are actually increasing the aperture value of your camera, you are losing a lot of light. So you need to compensate the same by using a very low shutter speeds. And for that, I recommend using a tripod, because when you use a tripod, you can actually compensate for the loss of light and get your shutter speeds really low. As we all know that our kit lenses are not the sharpest of lenses, so why not use it with the aperture range that I just told you and also with a tripod to get the best results possible. And I promise you, each time you'll be surprised. So how do I show you how sharp your kit lens can be? You remember the first picture that I showed you? Well, I lied. I actually took it with my kit lens. This is an image which I took with my kit lens and I have used for professional purposes as well, and it's also on my portfolio. Isn't it great? So that's how sharp your kit lens can be. So hopefully you have liked the video and learned a thing or two about your humble kit lens. So please like, comment, share and subscribe, and don't forget to press the bell icon. And also do mention on the comment box below what are the topics that you would want me to cover so that I can make videos and help you with the same. Till then, take care, goodbye. This